This is our podcast song. It isn't very long.
Hey.
Hey, thanks everybody for tuning into Laughing with Gingers.
The podcast where two feisty redheads with loud laughs share crazy stories, play games, and spread silliness and joy.
That little just voice you hear over there in California is my partner in crime on the Laughing with Gingers podcast, Kristina Curry.
Just as in like justice?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Oh, that's Sara Alapin, aka Prankster Monk, and my co-host of Laughing with Gingers.
And today we are on part 2 of Frivolous lawsuits. You ready for this?
Yeah, I am ready for some really idiotic people.
All right, here we go. So, was the lawsuit dismissed or settled? Or did the plaintiff win? Burgers are the same price with and without cheese.
Yeah. I would say they won that because that's not cool.
It was dismissed, but I used to think this all the time when like I don't like pickles. I mean, I hate pickles. And I don't like ketchup. And so whenever I like would have to remove them from my order, I always thought that that was like such a weird thing that it was still the same price. So this was 2018, and two McDonald's customers from Florida sued the fast food chain for $5 million.
That is excessive.
Yeah. Because they were made to pay for a quarter pounder sandwich without cheese the same price as the sandwich with cheese, which cost McDonald's about 30 cents. Or maybe that's what they charged their people. So like
for
if
like
you add
extra
cheese,
cheese.
yeah, it's about 30 cents. The judge dismissed the case with prejudice, which means they can't file the suit again. And the basis for the dismissal was that the plaintiffs could not prove the price they had to pay caused them any harm. Which, like,
I don't know. I mean, the harm is I've been paying for cheese that I'm not eating.
Yeah. I mean, also, like, what was the harm in the Red Bull case?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Your heart didn't palpitate and you didn't get a lot of shit done because you're running on caffeine.
Or
so much
other
harm.
things. We don't know what's in. Oh, by the way, we are not legal people, and we do not speak for the law. We are just for everyone's reference at the top of the episode. And also, we don't know what's in Red Bull. We don't speak for that either. We just know what it does to us and that we don't like it.
I mean, I know it's in Texas Pete's hot sauce, and it's not Texas.
Oh God,
man.
there's no Texas soil mixed in there or
Oh,
water.
no, definitely not. I don't know. I kind of feel for that. I understand why they're suing. 5 million is a little excessive, you guys. Maybe it would have like been fine if you had lowballed it at like maybe 600,000 or something.
Yeah, but like can't the judge like set the amount awarded?
I have no idea. I've never sued anyone.
So I think you can I actually have.
Were you able to set? Well, did the judge set how much you got?
No, because it was a contractual thing.
Oh,
So I just got what was in the contract.
Next level.
So but I think the judge can like say, you know, you are like they can change the award amount in the end. Like I think the plaintiff can request a certain amount, but that isn't always what they end up getting. Like, I feel like
Yeah.
that's a
I see what
thing.
you're saying. It makes a lot of sense that the judge can change it. I feel like if I'm asking for 5 million because you're making me pay for cheese at McDonald's, like I feel like you're going in with this like certain, I don't know. I as a judge I'd be like you're ridiculous. I'm
Yeah.
dismissing this. I'm like not even considering it because you're asking for $5 million. But if you went in with a reasonable request like, "Hey, I'm just like bummed. I've been paying for cheese all my life. Can I have, I don't know, 600,000?" Feel like they'd take you a little more seriously.
Yeah, like the foot-long sandwich thing,
Mhm. Mhm.
was there harm because you didn't get that extra.
Yeah, the harm is your cholesterol's lower, your weight is lower.
I guess,
Yeah.
maybe you're splitting that sandwich with 12 other people. Oh, by the way, this is, from the last episode, what we're talking about here. Um,
Yes.
somebody sued Subway because their footlong was not a footlong. If you're splitting that with 11 or 11 other people, so 12 people total, then
Mhm.
somebody doesn't get a sandwich.
Yeah,
So that,
messed up.
I mean, I guess you could prove harm there.
Yeah, I get it. I think I'm coming from a space too of I don't eat meat, so all the time whenever I get a burger, it's usually, a veggie burger, and it's usually more expensive, and I'm
Oh,
like,
it's
"Why is
always
this more?"
more.
Yeah, I'm like, "Why is this more expensive?" Like, I feel like meat is so much more when I go to the grocery store, I spend way less because 'cause I'm not buying a bunch of meat, and I'm like, "What? Oh, that's just a bunch of mushrooms on this burger. Why is this, like, a portobello burger more expensive?"
I think
Uh,
it's because they have to keep something in stock that they normally wouldn't, like, they don't sell as much
yeah.
of.
That
So
makes a lot
they
of sense.
they have to price it higher because the
Mhm.
turnover is higher, and yeah, but I get it. I always think that's weird too. Um, yeah, yeah.
And then, of
Okay.
course, it doesn't come with cheese because it's vegetarian, and the cheese is extra if I would ever want cheese on it.
Oh, totally.
Mhm, mhm.
Super
All
annoying.
right, off my soapbox. Boop, boop, boop.
Is that the sound of you stepping off your
Yeah.
soapbox?
Boop, 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 boop. I backed off of it.
Yeah. See, that could be a reason, you could sue for sure if you ended up getting meat in your vegetarian burger.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think some people did that with the Impossible at Burger King, like that they were grilling it on the same grill as the meat, which I kinda get that.
Well, they fry everything in the same oil, so your fries are still going to touch the chicken nugget stuff and the
Oh,
chicken.
yeah, I didn't think about that. I wonder if anyone sued them for that.
Well, they had to start McDonald's, like, weird aside here, but my mom has celiac, and
Mhm.
she used to eat at McDonald's, like, when they were running errands because they have gluten-free, and then they started frying one of their, like, donut fritter things, whatever. I haven't
Mm.
eaten there in years. I actually can't eat there. It makes me really sick, but, the the it was no longer gluten-free because it was the same oil, and
Mm.
I can't eat there, since I was vegetarian for, like, 18 years.
Mhm.
um, then my system couldn't handle anything from McDonald's. So I can't eat the
Mm.
french fries. And my reasoning that I always felt like my system can't tolerate that is because of they use the same oil for everything. And there's a lot of,
Mm.
like, meat stuff in there. So I just don't eat there.
Mhm, mhm. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Did the plaintiff win, or was the case tossed out, dismissed, settled, etc.? Um, man sues wife over ugly baby.
Oh my god, that is so mean. Babies grow out of their ugliness. That is so mean. Your baby now knows that you sued their mom. Oh my god, what a terrible person. I hope
There's
that that did not make like, I hope that he lost.
um you're not gonna like this because the
No.
plaintiff won.
What? How? Why? I need more details. Oh my god.
So, and of course, USA Today coming in hot with the puns. Boy meets a pretty girl, boy marries the girl, they have kids. One similar tale did not have such a happy ending, however. So, this man from China saw his newborn daughter, who he said was incredibly ugly, in quotes, which is
Newborns
even more.
are all ugly. Like, they grow out of it.
Well, they're like a little waterlogged because they've been, in a jacuzzi for a little over 9 months usually.
Oh my
Um,
god.
and it did not look like either parent. He accused his wife of cheating on him, and at that point, she admitted that she had had several plastic surgeries before they met. He sued on the grounds of false pretenses, claiming she misled him by hiding her cosmetic history. He won the case, and his wife had to pay him more than $120,000.
What? That is insane.
I have a lot of relationship questions that
I there's a lot unfolding for me in my brain, and I just don't know where to start with that
it's a
one.
lot to
Jesus.
unpack.
Jesus. Like, what?
Yep. Yep. I mean, also, like, if you're still married to that person, which you kind of assume that they're not, but it doesn't say anywhere in here that it's his ex-wife or former wife or whatever, um, that like you just are then paying legal fees. Like, did you not combine your finances when you got married? Which I guess is, but like, there's a lot of legal fees associated with the lawsuit.
Like, do you feel like she should have told him, "Oh, I got a couple of plastic surgery things." Like, do you like, is that a thing that you have to divulge?
I think there are circumstances in which it would be important for many reasons, one of which could be like if you were in an accident or something and
Mhm.
it was important for the doctors to know that you had undergone a medical procedure.
Mhm.
So I mean, I realize I'm answering this in like a way of very practical standpoint, but like that's the thing I have with like people not telling their children that they're adopted
Mhm.
because you actually don't know your genes. Like you don't know your medical
Mhm.
history.
Mhm.
And if you're making an assumption, like I could go in and say, my mom has celiac, so like I could say I have a family history of celiac, and that could change like their response to my treatment. Anyway, especially with plastic surgery because there's a lot of things that go into that that's a little bit different from like a standard surgery. Like they're using things that they don't, you know, they're using like Botox, for example, is, going
But
to
if
be
you got a rhinoplasty, like, you know, is that a
unless
big
there's
deal?
I feel like it would come up in conversation for
Yeah.
me. Like,
Absolutely. I feel like if you're marrying someone, you're like, "Oh, yeah, I got this and this done." Like, you're kinda probably telling them, but also it's, her body, and maybe she didn't wanna divulge that with her husband. Maybe he's superficial and would judge her. Clearly, he did
yeah.
judge her.
Well, and here's the other thing. Then did he not see any of her like
Baby pictures.
baby pictures or anything? Because if you had a rhinoplasty or like had modifications to your jaw or cheekbones or something,
Yeah. Did you
there
not
is a
know that?
different like I mean, and maybe it's really well done, but then I wouldn't imagine that he would have won the lawsuit if you could see the different, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like that's part of it that blows my mind too. Like how much secrecy was happening in
There's
this.
so many questions I have, like, I feel like I could spend another 20 minutes wondering about this case.
I know. I know. And I mean, I don't know that we would be able to answer most of them.
Nope, only speculation. Only
Yeah.
speculation.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right, you wanna give me one?
Yeah. Okay. So, a woman sued Folgers because she says that their canisters don't make enough servings of coffee. The plaintiff claimed that she hasn't brewed as many cups of coffee as the can claims can be made and wanted Folgers to pay more than $5 million in fees and damages. This is one I'm like, come on. Maybe if you were like, oh, in the lifetime I've bought 100 cans, I just want my money back for my cans, then maybe you would have like, I don't know, maybe she won. I don't know.
I mean, I would think she would have done better with it's not actually the best part of waking up, the Folgers.
False advertisement. It's the worst part of waking up. You guys lied to me.
I mean, if I get the choice between Folgers and pretty much any other coffee brand, I'm gonna go with Pete's or whatever.
Any other coffee brand. Any other coffee brand. Maybe they beat out instant coffee.
Maybe. I mean, it is instant coffee adjacent. Like they're almost instant coffee.
Yeah, it's bottom level.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. All right, you want to give me another one?
Yeah, I've got
I forget how many
3.
you have.
I have
Okay.
3 left. I have 3 left. Okay. Um, a recent lawsuit against Mrs. Smith's original flaky crust pies claims that the pies don't contain enough butter. And the plaintiff in this case wanted, again, $5 million. Luck. So this one tells us the end result. It actually got thrown out. How do you measure the amount of butter that's like, rolled up into this flaky crust of a pie? Like, that just seems ludicrous.
Yeah, that's really odd.
Yeah, it is. And $5 million for a fucking pie crust? Come on. Don't be
Also,
ridiculous.
why do all of yours surround food?
I have no idea. Isn't that weird? It is around lunchtime. I the 2 I have left, one is another food thing, but one is not a food thing.
Okay. All right. Well,
I don't know why. I don't know what's happening.
apparently that is the California way. All
Food
right. Well,
motivated.
let's take a fast break on Laughing with Gingers and we will be right back. Is your pet having a rough time, right, meow? Maybe they panic when it's raining cats and dogs.
We're not dog tours, but we highly recommend Chill Paws, a 100% natural CBD that helps your pets chill out.
Oh, and did we mention it's human grade? How pawsome is that?
Your pets will feel like a superstar.
Just head to chillpaws.com and use code GINGERS20 to get 20% off your CBD tinctures, balms, or even bandanas. That's chillpaws.com and use GINGERS20 to get 20% off your order. Bye.
Bye.
Welcome back to Laughing with Gingers, y'all.
Oh God.
Oh, we are ridiculous. Okay. Did the plaintiff win or did this get thrown out or dismissed or whatever? Other. Let's just go with did the plaintiff win or other? Um Woman blames scary poster for falling and injuring herself.
Like a poster that's stuck on a wall for
Yeah.
falling and injuring herself. No, that has got to have gotten dismissed.
She lost. So you are
Okay.
correct because she did not
Okay.
win. So a woman from New York said she fell down the stairs at Grand Central subway station, injuring her foot and ankle after seeing an oversized, scary poster of the popular Showtime series Dexter.
Oh my God.
The poster showed the face of the main character under plastic wrap with his eyes opened, and she claimed that it was disturbing, provocative. This is all in quotes. Disturbing, provocative, shocking, and fear-inducing. The judge disagreed, dismissing the case, saying the network was under no obligation to maintain the stairs at the station or that it created a dangerous condition.
It's that imagery of a lady clutching her pearls, like, oh no, so inappropriate.
This was in 2015, at least, that it went to court.
The judge is probably a Dexter fan.
Probably. I'm a Dexter fan.
I did watch a few episodes, but it just started getting too scary for me.
I actually couldn't watch it until like way after it was off the air.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Drinking, did the plaintiff win or other options? That beer commercials are false advertising because drinking beer does not make fantasies come true.
I don't know about that. I've had some really good times on beer. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say that could that there's no way that's like a thing that happened that they won or anything. That had to have gotten dismissed.
They lost, so that means it actually went to court and there was a ruling.
Oh my God.
So this was in 93. Beer commercials often feature beaches and good-looking men and women having fun. Most people understand this is not real, but this person did not. In 1993, he sued Anheuser-Busch for $10,000, which is actually fairly reasonable, comparatively speaking. It's not
That's what
$5
I'm
million.
saying. If you're
Um,
reasonable, you're more likely to get it.
I mean, he lost. He sued for false advertising because he claimed the beer ad caused him emotional distress, mental injury, and financial loss. He said the
Mm-mm.
company's ads showed beer's ability to enable, quote unquote, scenic, tropical settings and beautiful women and men engaged in unrestricted merriment. When
Such
this
a
was
good word, merriment.
actually not the case. I agree. We should name this episode Unrestricted Merriment.
Yes! I love that.
I feel like we need a shirt that says that.
It's a good term. I love it. It sounds just fun. But anyway, okay, carry on.
You want to give me one or you want me to give you my next one?
All right, yeah, I have two more.
Okay, I also have two more.
Okay, I'll give you my two, you give me your two.
Okay.
A plaintiff is suing Tootsie Roll. And Tootsie Roll again.
Again,
We had Tootsie Roll in part 1, I
tough
think.
break.
I know. I know. Okay, so they are claiming that the candy is immoral and unethical
Is it because it looks
because
like poop?
it didn't taste like shit. Just kidding. No. Because he says it's unfair that the candies are it's unfair. He used that term because it's in quotes. Because the candies are made with sugar and trans fat instead of a healthier ingredient. He also says that the delicious sugar and fat create an unfair candy marketplace for Tootsie Roll competitors. I don't know if he
Okay,
won or lost, but that's ridiculous.
I'm gonna have to say, like, Tootsie Roll does kind of sounds like, you could, like, it doesn't sound healthy.
Absolutely not. And it looks like a log of shit. So what are you expecting? Like, I don't know, date sugar in it, maybe? I could see that. But that's not reality,
It
mister. Oh
looks like
my
a
god.
log of shit.
It does. Listen, I love a good Tootsie Roll. Like, but when you unwrap it, it looks like a log of poo. Yeah, absolutely. It's not good for you. It's just not good for you.
I was hoping that it was gonna be because he could count the licks to get to the center of the
Oh,
Tootsie
yeah.
Pop.
That's We probably don't see that commercial anymore because it's not accurate. Someone sued them, I bet. Well, anyway, speaking of nuggets, a man sued the Golden Nugget Casino. You like that transition?
Now I'm just picturing poop.
I know. Yeah, so okay, so he sued the Golden Nugget Casino in Atlantic City after he lost almost $500,000 gambling. The man says that the odds were stacked against him and he blames the dice that he was using and he wanted the money back from the casino. Yeah, good luck with that one. There's no way he won that case, but
The
maybe, but
odds
I don't think
are
so.
stacked against him. That is accurate because the
Yeah.
odds are stacked in the house's favor. We all know this.
Mhm. You just have a gambling problem and your wife caught you and now you're like, "Oh no, the dice were bad."
Or you're just mad that you lost a ton of money.
Yeah, that too.
Oh
Oh, God.
god.
All
Um
right, give me yours.
all
Final
right.
2.
All right. This lawsuit was over using just 75% of the lip balm tube. So another packaging is too big.
I'm gonna say yes, they
Yes.
won.
Dismissed.
Damn it. Ugh.
So, the complaint was that you can't get the last bit of lip balm out of the tube unless you scrape it. And this has been true since lip balms have been sold in tubes. Oh, this is a California woman. She filed alleging consumers were conned into thinking they could reach the bottom with their lips when they could actually only use about 75% of the product with their lips.
I mean, 75% is I feel like you should get a little bit more than 75%. Like, get closer to, like, 90.
Yeah, I mean, maybe she has really sensitive lips, but like I'm rubbing that thing until my lips cannot reach in the little tube
I
anymore.
literally have a tube right now in front of me that I've been, like, scraping out the bottom bit to get it's goofy. But
I
I'm like,
also
"No, I'm getting the last bit of chapstick on my lips."
Yeah, I also have one,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
still rub it on my lips. Like I don't have to. I don't
It's
know,
impossible in this
maybe
one.
I'm
It's like
weird.
a weird, I don't know. It's like deep down in there. I would actually say 25% was left behind on this one. So I'm
Really?
digging. I'm digging for it.
Oh man.
Mhm.
Well, the court disagreed with that Fresh Inc., the company that was being sued, tried to lie about the quality of its lip balm and that a reasonable consumer understands how such a dispenser tube works.
Hmm. All right. Pour one out for the homies.
Yep. Yep. All right. Are you ready for my last one?
Mhm.
All right. This man sued Michael Jordan for looking too much like him.
We have had this one on an episode.
Yeah, I can't remember. I was like, why do I know this case?
Yeah, I know this case too, and the only reason I know it is because we covered it on an episode. Like, there's no other reason why I would know this. I can't
So,
pull out of my brain another reason why I would know this. So, I feel but of course I don't remember if he won or lost. I feel like he was suing for like an insanely amount of money.
yes, 800 million.
Yeah, and then I think that he didn't win because the problem is, like, it's not like Michael Jordan tried to look like him, you know?
I want to say he's actually younger or older than Michael Jordan too, or what the opposite.
Didn't we look him up and we're like, "Man, you really don't
He
look
didn't
like
look anything
him."
like him. Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So, you are correct, the lawsuit was dropped. And so this person from Portland sued Michael Jordan and Nike for promoting Jordan for more than 800 million. He claims he has been confused with Michael Jordan every day for the last 15 years and that it has caused him permanent injury and mental pain and suffering. He later dropped the charges without giving a reason.
Yeah, because you're not gonna win.
I mean, really, who cares?
800 million. There's so many people out there that look like celebrities. It's just like, part of life. We look like
I
other people.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really think I look like do you get I think we talked about this. Do you get a celebrity that
Mm, no, not really. I mean, no.
I get Leslie Mann and Kristen Wiig,
Mm.
but I
Yeah, I
don't
could
think
see that. I could see that.
I think it might be more of a personality thing than anything else.
Yeah, I think it is a personality thing.
Yes, I can hear Angie, whatever she's doing. Well,
Well,
that was fun.
okay, yeah. Oh, wait, did I win?
You did. You did.
Yes. Holla. All right. Well, thanks everyone. I hope y'all won too if you were playing along at home.
And
I'm
thanks for tuning in to Laughing with Gingers today, everybody.
We are so happy to have you listening to our silly podcast. And if you like our show, hey, let us know. Give us a follow, rate, and review on whatever podcast platform you listen on.
And you can follow us over on Instagram, and we may or may not post photos and stories from what we shared today.
And please submit funny stories or ideas, episode ideas, and just, share things with us through our Instagram. DM us, slip into our DMs.
Oh, yeah. And if you want premium content, including ad-free episodes, swag, special events, access to us, and all kinds of good stuff, you can sign up for our Patreon and join the party over here at Laughing with Gingers. It starts at just $3, so it's kind of a no-brainer. And it's patreon.com/Laughing with Gingers.
And tune in next week for some more Laughing with Ginger's good times. Bye.